Listen, you want to know what zodiac sign is the most violent? I'm going to tell you. Here's your top 5 zodiac signs. You better leave them alone because they can get violent. Number 5, Capricorn. Out the gate, Capricorns are the one you gotta look out for because a Capricorn is the one you will never see coming. Sometimes with a Capricorn, they'll just get so mad, they'll be sitting there with that straight face, and out of the blue, whoop! Oh my God, I did not see that coming. Please understand, Capricorn is not no punk. Capricorns are known to be very grounded, chill people, but they're surprisingly ruthless when they get provoked. Capricorns have a hidden intensity that can surface if you push their limits. Capricorn is a person that's not gonna do too much, but if you push them too far, they'll go to any length to get the respect that they deserve, even if it means they gotta get dirty. And the thing with a Capricorn, when they get violent, it's never impulsive, it's calculated. Especially when it comes to family, they boo all they money. Oh! Play with a Capricorn's money and baby, that violence gonna start immediately. Immediately. And trust me, you do not want that. Number 4, Gemini. You know that Geminis be crazy. We know that. Also know that Geminis operate in duality, which means it's 2 bitches in the membrane. You follow? One side of Gemini is nice, sweet, and free-spirited. A nerd. And the other side, a savage. That's the bitch you gotta watch out for. Geminis are very unpredictable and they're quick to slap a bitch. And remember, Geminis match energy, so whatever time you own is the time that Gemini is on too. It can definitely shift moods rapidly, making it even harder for you to predict their reaction. And at the same time, Geminis are known for communication. They try to communicate with you and you still ain't getting it, causing them to repeat themselves over and over and over. See, I try to work it out, but I guess that's not working. So I'm gonna go to plan B. I'm gonna whoop your ass. And if a Gemini is having a bad day, baby, and you come and add more fire to the flame, oh, you thought you can play with me, baby? You misunderstood. If you constantly do something to a Gemini when they try their best to work it out and talk it out to them, it causes a deep frustration inside. And that frustration can manifest into an aggressive outburst. Especially if that Gemini believes it's the only way to get people to take them serious. They don't play that. While Geminis are known to fight with their words rather than their fists. Push a Gemini too far, baby, they're gonna turn straight savage mode. And they're gonna get violent. Number 3, Sagittarius. It's no surprise that Sagittarius be violent. That mouth alone should be registered as a deadly weapon because it's violent. And understand, baby, when a Sagittarius is mad, baby, and they speak, they're gonna be fighting words. And Sagittarius are known to be adventurous, they're freedom lovers, and most of the time they're pretty optimistic. But please understand, baby, Sagittarius has a wild, explosive temper that should not be provoked. And a Sagittarius is a bitch that won't back down for nothing. You heard me? Nothing. And one thing you better not do is threaten them. Best believe, baby, there'll be consequences. And the thing with a Sagittarius, 9 out of 10 times, they prefer to resolve conflict, by walking away. Because they don't got time for no arguments or no fights. However, someone corners them or pressures them or refuses to back down when it's clear that Sagittarius is trying to de-escalate the situation. Sagittarius is a bitch that's with the shits. And when you push a Sagittarius too far, they turn into a Sagittarius. So of course that bitch gonna be violent. Number 2, Cancer. Cancers can be moody, they can be needy. Cancers can be a crying ass bitch. But they also a thug ass bitch. And last time I checked, thugs get violent. While Cancers are nurturing and they're known to be peace-loving people, they are extremely sensitive and sometimes they struggle with emotional regulation. AKA that Cancer about to go off on you. When a Cancer gets triggered, baby, they see red. Red like the color of blood. You see where I'm going with this? Cancers are ruled by the moon, which basically means their feelings run deep. And oftentimes because of their loving nature, they tend to hold so much inside. And whether a Cancer shows it or not, they're extremely emotional. And when you're extremely emotional, you get in your feelings. And when you in your feelings and somebody trigger you, you're gonna whoop their ass. With my knife. They'll definitely lash out violently in response to emotional pain. Because best believe a trigger Cancer is not what you want. You understand that Cancer is the kind of person that will take a lot of your shit and then snap. Look what you made me do. And their violent reaction is driven by the need to gain emotional control. Also to protect themselves from further harm because they don't play that. So if that Cancer gets triggered with so many emotions they can't control it, they're gonna get violent. And number 1, Aries. Aries is a bitch that don't play that shit. They're not the one to play with. And if you disrespect them, you're gonna learn quick. Because the Aries will whoop your motherfucking ass, then ask questions later. Nah, don't disrespect me. You deserve that. Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of war. Do you hear me? War. And not only war, aggression. Not to get twisted, Aries don't want to be violent, but they will if you try them. You see, you gotta remember Aries are quick to react and they got a temper. And oftentimes the violence of an Aries is reactive, aka you did something. Aries can be naturally inclined to react with force when they feel disrespected or threatened. And Aries will definitely hit you with a 2-piece. And I ain't talking Colonel Stannis. Not try to provoke an Aries because they're gonna definitely call your bluff. And Aries will not tolerate being belittled or undermined. And most importantly, they're not gonna tolerate your slick mouth. And Aries has to express their anger immediately. And if they don't, unresolved anger would accumulate. And suppressing it too long can lead to an unexpected and powerful eruption. So it's no surprise that Aries can get violent. And I think that's it. What I missed. Which zodiac sign you think is the most violent? And as always, thank y'all so much for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'm gonna act like I always do. Hit that share button, okay? I love you. Bye.